Hello, Marco.
Hi, Ansem. How are you?
Good, thanks. Can you please explain what are the legal consequences of a replacement of air freight transport with road feeder service?
Yes, I'm sure willing to do so. Well, in principle, you always get instructions to transport cargo from A to B, and you don't know that it's replaced. In practice, many of the transports actually are replaced by road feeder service. That's probably because it's a little cheaper and it's a little more flexible and there are more means of transport available. That's why in practice, the majority of the European transports are actually done by road than by air. That leads to the problem, are we dealing with a road carrier liability in case of loss or damage to the cargo, or are we dealing with a Montreal Convention liability for the carrier? And obviously, when you're dealing with a road feeder service, the cargo is not transported by air, and that's something that the applicability of the Montreal Convention requires as per Article 1 of the MC99. So what do we do about it? The solution is Article 18 of the Montreal Convention stipulates that even a road feeder service is considered to be a cargo transported by air, even if it was not transported by air. Now, that leads to the consequence that you have cargo that is transported on the road, but is actually subject to the liability of the Montreal Convention. And the difference now is the road feeder service with the consent of the shipper, then you are stuck on the land transport liability because he then consented to a different liability regime? Or is it not with the consent of the shipper? Then the liability regime will remain the Montreal Convention. So it very much depends on if the road feeder service was actually accepted by the shipper or not, and that then decides on the liability regime as such. And we know that the Montreal Convention has a limit of 21 SDR per kilo. That is unbreakable, while a road transport is 8.33 SDR per kilo, but is breakable according to, for example, Article 29 CMR. And in Germany, that happens all the time.
Thank you. Goodbye.
My pleasure.